Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. This is Emily, and if you've been watching our channel for a very long time, you know that Amanda and I both have two very special little critters in our lives. Our two black cats, my little boy, Ozzy Posborn, and Amanda's little girl, Selena. DNA and those genetic testing kits have been all the rage for quite some time now, and while I'm not comfortable doing that on myself, Amanda and I decided to try and find out what was behind our furry little angels. So we ordered basepaws. So we both got our basepaws boxes. As you can see on the back, there is a return label because you are supposed to reuse this box to mail back your results. They even have a special note on there reminding you not to throw away this box. So when you open it up, it has two flaps on the side. I don't think either of us got this in, but on one of the flaps, you actually write your cat's name so that they can kind of personalize their website for you and your own little web page. And then you can see on the back, they have instructions on how to take your cat's saliva. Yes, this is a swab. And as you will see later, it works well on some cats, but not all of them. So right here you can see that is the swab that you use to swab the inside of your cat's mouth. And they also include a plastic wrap that you put your swab sample back into before you send it back to basepaws for genetic testing. And now the hard part. And I will say right here, as Ozzy's owner, I got Ozzy when he was a year old. He does not like to be picked up. He does not like to be handled. So for me, seeing how much it put him into stress, I'm not sure that it was worth it. I will pick him up and hold him for trimming his nails, doing anything necessary like that, getting him in his crate if there's an emergency. But for me, I'm not sure putting him through that much distress was worth the price and the results that I got. So yeah, as you can see, that's me holding my little boy, and he does not like to be held.
Honey, stop it. Honey, 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 honey.
Okay. Pray for me. I have been scratched by Ozzy in the past. You can see I'm wearing sweatpants. I have been, his claws have been driven into my legs before as I've been trying to cut his nails. So, like I said, I got really upset because I don't really like scaring him, and I myself also did not want to get hurt. So, as contrast, you can look at Selena.
I know. I know. It's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. It's okay. I know, honey. I know. Just 5 seconds, honey. It's just 5 seconds. I know. Honey, you were so brave when you did this for medicine. It's okay.
Now, Amanda has had Selena since she was a little kitten and has held her basically her whole life. So Selena, while not being, super happy about it, was a little bit more tolerant, as Amanda will let you know later.
There we go.
I think the easiest thing might be to squish him. Right. Squish! Nope. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Come here. Come here. He really does not like to be held. It's okay. Honey. So yeah, I tried multiple methods to, control his head so that he could, we could get this done and over with as quickly as possible. But yeah, like I said, this is just not something he enjoys. He does not like to be manhandled. So if I could do it over again, I probably would not have done this to him. Good boy. So once I finally got the sample, what you do is you unscrew the top, and inside the test tube that the swab is attached to is a liquid. Now it gives you instructions on what you're supposed to do. You are supposed to shake the solution into the sample, I think for about 5 seconds if I remember correctly. And then what you do is you insert it back into that plastic baggie, seal that up, and mail that back to Basepaws. Now there is a code that comes with every single kit, so once you receive your package, you are also supposed to register your code on their website so you can receive your results. And then all that was left to do was wait. Hey everybody, so it is a little over a month and a half later, so now we got the results and I'm gonna check them out for Mr. Pawsborn right now. So it arrived at Basepaws on August 12th. It is now September 26th. So let's see what Ozzy's report looks like. Okay, his genetic report. Let's see. Oh, he is 74.59% Western, it says. Broadly Western. He's a little bit of Maine Coon. He's, okay, 18.87% Broadly Western, 17.73% Maine Coon, which I was not expecting, 16% American Shorthair, 8.64% Russian Blue, 5.22% Siberian, 3.68% Abyssinian, 3.07% Ragdoll. Where are you, you little noisy boy? Come here. 1.38% Norwegian Forest Cat, not at all Turkish Van or Turkish Angora. Now let's see. That's very interesting because I kind of thought he would be Bombay. That's what I thought. I thought he'd be a little bit more Bombay. But it says he's 0% Eastern, but he's 2.07% Persian and 1.54% British Shorthair. Oh, and he's a little exotic too, it says. He's 7.35% exotic, 2.08% broadly exotic, 2.07% Egyptian Mau, 1.84% Savannah, and 1.36 Bengal cat. Now this is interesting. Let's read. It says he's also 14.45% polycat. And it says a domestic polycat is a remarkable result of many generations of mixed breeding between different types of cats, which is why the ancestry and origin of these kitties can be difficult to determine. So a lot of his ancestry is difficult to determine. You're special. Yeah. He just wants me to feed him. All right, now let's see. Now this is interesting. I've got his dental oral health report too, it has on here. He is at a high risk of periodontal disease, which affects the tissue surrounding the teeth. He's at a medium risk for tooth resorption, which is also known as feline odontoclastic resorptive lesion, characterized by progressive dentin erosion. And he's at a low risk for bad breath. All right, he is negative for genetic markers associated with 43 diseases. Very likely type A blood. Very likely, and likely to have 1 trait marker, but not likely to have 21 of them. I'm not sure what that means. And then it provides a history of cat domestication and breeding. This is interesting. Here, I'm just scanning through. I'll have a screenshot up of his results, and we'll share them with Amanda once we start filming.
I knew it. She's perfect. So, Selena, I don't know if this was pretty obvious in the video, but she was kind of okay. I mean, of course she's a little fussy. No cat likes things getting shoved in their mouth. But, you know, I think it probably has to do with the fact that I had her since she was a little baby. I was, you know, making sure that I was touching her and poking her so that she would be okay with me doing those sort of things to her. But yeah, it really was kind of painless as a process with Selena. I was really expecting her to have some Havana Brown or at least some Tonkinese in here. I was honestly really surprised with Maine Coon because the vet, or at least her first vet, told me that she had a small frame. So how did a cat that big, like a Maine Coon or Norwegian forest cat, Siberian, these are not small cats. Ragdoll, I also showed that result to a friend of mine who does have a ragdoll, and she said, no, Selena doesn't look like that at all. The Eastern I am expecting a little bit again, because I was, you know, like I said, I kind of thought she was Tonkinese, so that makes a little bit of sense to me. Persian did surprise me a little bit, but, you know, like I said, she somehow got all the traits of these cats and turned into a little perfect being. So, yeah, it's really nice to know. I'm not, I mean, it doesn't change anything about her, but I love her to death, and yeah, she's always gonna be my little baby.